Eyewitness News continues with Scott Wally and New England Sports.
You know, I don't think there was anything really fluky about the Celtics' 9-game win streak, but the 4-game losing streak they now find themselves in the midst of is just as real, and 3 of those defeats have come on the parquet. Tonight, the Pistons gave the Celts a 105-90 whipping at the Garden. The Pistons fighting for a playoff berth. Maybe that was the difference tonight. I'll tell you who was the difference, Isaiah Thomas. The bullet pass underneath to Terry Mills. He's fouled. Watch Thomas coming up, just weaving his way around Sherman Douglas and pulling up for the double pump off the glass. That was sweet. 43 points, 10 assists, 8 boards, 5 steals for Isaiah. The only bright spot for the Celtics, Ala Abdelnaby. He had 18 of his 20 in the first half. Reggie Lewis, Celtic high with 28, and the Celts made their run in the third. Gamble will nail the 3 during a 12-4 spurt. It saw the Celts briefly take the lead, 63-61, but Isaiah then took control as the Pistons moved back ahead to stay. Off the break, the pretty dish to Joe Dumars. He lays it in, and Chris Ford has seen just about enough. But he'll see more from Thomas here with a strong baseline move. Boston had no answer for this guy and no excuses for a 105-90 defeat.
It's one of the worst. It leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, especially at this point in the season. You're trying to regroup and get ready for the playoffs, but it seems like we're going the opposite way. And I think it's time for us to just see if we can get that fire back.
2 weeks away for the Boston Celtics, and if they continue to play in this free fall state that they're in, having lost 5 straight now, 4 of those at home, it's going to be a short-lived playoff season for them. Patrick Ewing lit it up today at the Garden with 34 points. The Knicks blow them out 102-90, and it wasn't that close. The Celtics came out playing inspired ball again. However, Sherman Douglas, a great look down low to Lewis, who slams it home. You think the X-Man gets fired up to play his old teammates? Check out this slam home. Pat Riley thinking that he should never have let that guy go, but Rolando Blackman had a great first half for New York. The ball swung around to Blackman, who buries the 3. Blackman at 18 on the afternoon. And the X was huge in the first half as well. One-handed monster slam. Thank you very much. Celts up 48-47 at the break, but, you know, they have to play a second half, and that's been killing them. Riley's still concerned, but it was the Ewing show in the second half. He buries the rainbow. The Celts try to hang close in the fast break. Lewis, a nice look down court to Parrish. Celts down 3, 61-58. But Sir Patrick was doing it all. Here he sweeps in for the dunk. Ewing scored 26 of his 34 in the second half. Everything was falling in for Ewing. Look at this. Off balance, fade away, 1 foot in the air, nails a long jumper, and he can smile because the Knicks win. Cruise 102-90.
Truthfully, I would say I think everybody trying to give their best, but you can't just try to give your best. You got to give more. You know, you see those guys, they were on the floor diving forward, we reaching for it. Boom, they were coming up with it. We got to start hitting the floor. We got to start diving in there. We got to start getting in there and mixing it up.
We just back down offensively. Teams get up in our faces and challenge us, and you know, we've got to be more determined.
Boy, I tell you, they went 9 in a row up, and now they're 5 in a row down. 4 of those at home. That's a startling statistic, but the competition has been a tad better.
Third foul. Bird. Reverse layup for 2.
Get a shot off, and if it misses, the Chief tip it in. But they're going with the quick people right now. Gamble will inbound it against Bernard King, and that is not easy.
Maybe right back to Gamble. Pass it in back and let Gamble take it.
They go to Sherm Douglas. Gets it away.
Yes!
What a play by Sherm Douglas. There's .3 left in the game, and the Nets are out of timeout. The shot goes, and it's wide of the mark. So 2 great plays, one by Derek Coleman, and then the Celts come back after a timeout. Chris Ford puts Sherm Douglas back in the game. He gets the inbounded ball and heads to the hoop against Bernard King. And there's a happy bunch of Celtics as this now puts the Celts 3 up on the Nets in the loss column and virtually guarantees that any kind of basketball by the Celts are finishing. Over the top, it goes to Coleman. Chief challenges, knocked out to Bowie.
Wow. I'd love to see him penetrate that way more often. He can do it. He's got the ability. Coleman. Wow.
Great block by the Chief. The run game Almost got the Celtics turned to the hoop for a layup, but Bowie right there to knock it out.
Wow, the Chief has turned on tonight. His second great defensive play. Coleman just swings away from Abdelnaby easily, but here comes the Chief.
Going for the swing spot in the Eastern Conference playoff seedings, faced each other in New Jersey, but if Boston is to play there to open the postseason, then the Nets would have to make up a game and a half with 5 to play. Celtics playing at the Meadowlands. Third quarter, Reggie Lewis going to hit the jumper. New Jersey down 7, and Chuck Daly doesn't like it. His team responds, though. At this point, down 1. Coleman given the lane, and he puts New Jersey up 1. 33 points, 15 boards, and 10 assists for Coleman. But Lewis, with 38 seconds left, gets that to go. He scored 29. Celtics leading by 1, and the Nets have a chance to take the lead. Coleman misses, but goes back after his own rebound, puts it in, and the Nets are up 1. 5.5 seconds left. The Celtics are going to go to Douglas, and he's going to take it to Ramil Robinson and take the pressure shot and gets it to go for the win. A wild finish, 106-105. The Nets losing their 7 straight. They missed 7 of 10 free throws in the final 5.5 minutes that hurt. The Celtics sweep the 4-game series, so the Nets drop 2.5 games behind Boston for that 4th playoff slot and the home court advantage in the opening round.